My name is Alan Williams. I'm Vice President of IT for AGSI Solutions. We're more commonly known as AGSI.
So Alan, can you tell us a bit about what AGSI does as a company?
AGSI is a high technology company that specializes in geographic-based business solutions.
And how big is the company? How many locations and how many, workstations and servers?
AGSI has 30 full-time staff, 65 part-time staff, 3 locations. This location we're at here, and 2 sales offices, one in Ottawa and one in Texas.
And what about the servers that you use, both the on-site and the colo?
Our servers on site here, there's 15 servers that we use on site here for basically warehousing and manipulating the data and working with the data. We also have an additional set of servers co-hosted at a highly secure location.
Well, first of all, why? Why did you start the Vista deployment project?
The Vista deployment project was really not a Vista deployment project. It was an update the hardware and technology project. And we had been coasting on our technology for some time and before I joined the company, and I was trying to push the company forward to get more current technology. And I did all the servers and the backbone and the network and all that sort of thing first. And then when it came time to do the desktops and workstations, we decided to do them all big bang instead of doing it scheduled out over a period of time. At the time when we made the decision to go forward, Vista had been out about 7 or 8 months, and we were going, well, our technology probably is going to be on the workstations for 4 or 5 years. Do we want the older version of the OS, or do we want the version that's going to be the mature one throughout our duration of using the equipment? So we made the decision to go forward with Vista and Office 2007 for the business suite.
And was there any resistance to the deployment?
The only resistance to choosing to have Microsoft Vista and Office 2007 on the machines we rolled out was really encountered from people who just don't like change, regardless of what change it is that you try and give them. They just don't like change, so you encounter some resistance with it, and I found the best way to deal with that is to help them learn the new tools and get comfortable with the new tools, and once you've overcome it, people are very happy with what they have and don't wish to go back.
And at what point are you in the project right now?
I'm at the point of taking care of the nitty-gritty. The Windows Vista and Office 2007 project is pretty much done. Now it's taking care of all the details. It's the 80-20 rule, right? 80% of the work's done, but all the little details are in the remaining 20%, and that's those issues are basically being held back because of some legacy software that is not supported on Vista unless we were to upgrade it to the current version of that legacy software. And for the amount we use the legacy software, the management team made the decision to just discontinue using that software and write it into our own versions and our own programs that we're using. And that has resulted in a situation where our programming team is so busy writing client project stuff that I'm not getting the programming time to update the tools so that I can finish the Vista rollout. So I have things ready to go, but I can't roll them out quite yet. One of the things that's a very common situation that happens with us, because we're a mapping and geography company, is that the salespeople, when out dealing with clients, want to use their map viewing technology to view the client's maps, and they go to put it onto their machine, and then find themselves in a situation where they've made it so an existing map viewing technology in the machine all of a sudden doesn't work anymore. And then they try and resolve that, and when they've tried to resolve that, then they find themselves making it so neither of them work, and then they push a little further, because we're all high technology people here, we all think we can resolve it ourselves, and then next thing you know, the machine's not running, and it's blue screen of death, and all kinds of issues happening. That just simply doesn't exist anymore, because when they try and install this, Vista's security prevents them from doing it. They need to get me involved to do it, and I go ahead and use remote assistance to go and install it, or if it means turning a group policy object to give them the permissions to install a specific thing, I push that out to them, and then away they go, and they've got their technology working as they need without all the associated problems that had happened previously with XP.
What kinds of issues did you have when you were rolling out Vista?
The most notable thing about rolling out Microsoft Vista was not the issues we had so much as the issues we didn't have. The technology didn't misfunction. We didn't have any issues connecting our existing printers, our technology, our wireless routers, our infrastructure all just worked. Everything worked as we expected. There was no upgrading, there was no drivers required, there was no firmware updates, none of these issues which I had encountered on previous Windows upgrades when going from DOS to Windows or Windows 3.1 to the 9X world or to the XP world, or all of these times there was many driver issues, many firmware technology issues, many background tasks that had to be performed in order to be functional with the new operating system. That did not exist this time. This time the upgrade went smoothly with everything working as it should.
And how, as the IT manager, how did you facilitate helping your users get comfortable with the new technology?
Just hand-holding, one-on-one, working with them, making sure people overcame their uncomfortable features. And the funniest thing I found is most of the times when somebody said Vista is this or Vista that, what they should have been saying was Office 2000 this or Office 2007 that, because Office 2007 totally changed the menu interface and the bars. And really, people know the Office suite as their working tools. They don't really pay attention to the underlying operating system that makes the Office suite work. The Windows Vista operating system has resulted in me having greater control and reducing the amount of remote assistance that I have to do to correct things, and setting up a situation where the operating system controls the users from hurting themselves more, and as a result I go in and do upgrades or specific installations using remote assistance, but don't find myself going in and solving critical problems using it.
So what are the main tools or utilities that you use to manage Vista now that it's out?
The main tools used to manage Vista now that I've got it out working in our environment is the group policy objects, and then remote assistance for dealing with whatever machines that I can't actually touch. The group policy allows me to add functionality or remove functionality and control functionality for users who are needing to add something to their system. Or having control to prevent them from adding things to their systems and working with them. And then remote assistance is a tool that I use for our field users who I actually never see their machines, or if I do see them, it means currying them in from Texas or Ottawa or something in order to do it. So I try and avoid doing that.
And what kind of future plans do you have?
At this time, I've got the Service Pack 1 to Windows Vista installed on a few test machines, my own included, and I'm planning on rolling it out to the general masses within, I don't know, 30 to 45 days. It's coming soon.